Hi, it's Christy at the Burgundy Basket, and I'm working to finish up my Elemeno blanket. And for this blanket and my 11-inch squares, all of my squares are not exactly the same stitches all the way around. Like for instance, on this square, I have 38 stitches down the side, but on the square that I'm joining, I have 42 stitches down the side. And I'm just joining my squares with a single crochet. And I've already attached my yarn here for these two squares to join them together. And so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to almost do a single crochet together on this side 4 times to equal the number of stitches on this side, because I'm 38 over here and 42 over here, so I have to single crochet some together on this side to equal this side. And I wanted to show you real quick how I'm going to do that in case you end up also with squares that were not exactly the same stitches all the way around. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this stitch here, and since we're joining together, then of course I want to turn and go find the stitch back here that equals it, and I'm going to single crochet those together. Now I'm going to go into this stitch and then the next stitch on the other side, and I'm going to single crochet together. But now because I want to take up 4 stitches on this side, I'm going to go back into that same stitch that I just did on this side, but on this side I'm going to go into the next stitch there, see? Next one, and I'm going to single crochet. So basically this stitch over here has got 2 in it, and then this on this side over here you've just got the 1 in each one. So I've almost single crocheted those 2 together with this one. And now I've got to do 4 like that down this side on this other side so that I can take up a couple of those extra stitches. So I'm just going to space those out a little bit and work down my chain, just a few here. Okay, now in this one I'm going to do another single crochet together. So I'm going to go in this next stitch on this side and find the next stitch on the other side right there, and single crochet those together. Now go back into the same one here on this side, and then go over here to this side and find the next one and make another single crochet. So basically we have single crocheted these 2 together to this 1 stitch, and so that's 2 stitches that I've taken up. So now I only need to take up 2 more to have the same number for my joining. Now, unless you have a vastly different number on your squares, you are not going to notice this once you get your squares or your blanket washed and blocked and get it all finalized, because you have to remember that once you get these squares joined, you're going to go back around and do a final border on your blanket, and that's going to even everything out. So let's do another single crochet of these together. So this is my next one on this side. Now go back inside this same one here, and then over here to the next one, and single crochet those together. Now I should only have 1 more that I have to do together down here on my blanket. So that's that one and that one. And so let me do my last one, just so you get it. So here's my next stitch on this side, single crocheting into the next stitch on this side, but because we still have 1 more we need to take up on the other side, I'm going to go back into this same one that I just worked on this side, and then the next one on this side, and I've made my last single crochet together. So now the rest of the stitches should line up evenly for me. If I get all the way to the end and I find that I still have 1, I'll just do that same kind of decrease there in the corner. So this is Christy at the Burgundy Basket, and I hope that this helps you get your squares all joined together on your Elemeno blanket.